Most people think you need a high income to build wealth in your 20s, but honestly, that wasn't my story at all. By 25, I quietly built a net worth of around $330,000, and I didn't do anything impressive. I wasn't making six figures. I didn't inherit anything. I didn't get lucky on some crypto moonshot. I just lived painfully frugally, and I kept doing it long after everyone else stopped. So in this video, I want to break down exactly how I did it step by step and how you can do the same. Even if you feel behind, even if you feel like the system is stacked against you, you're not alone. I want to start this video with something I don't think enough people say online. Your 20s are supposed to feel overwhelming. Nobody really knows what you're doing. Everyone is pretending. Everyone is lost, including me. I was 18, standing in my room in my parents' house in Toronto, staring at my bank account, and it literally had 2 digits in it. I wasn't financially educated. I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't some wonder kind investor. I was just a regular kid. But I knew one thing. I didn't want to spend my life stressed about money. So I told myself something simple. If I can just avoid the mistakes that everyone else makes, maybe I'll be okay. And that mindset, ironically, is the thing that saved me. People hear the word frugal and think it means cheap stuff or clipping coupons, but that's not what built my net worth. Here's what I actually did differently. First thing, I never upgraded anything unless it was broken. No new phone, no new laptop, no expensive clothes, no small rewards after payday. The second thing, I never chased the lifestyle everyone else was living. No $14 cocktails, no Uber Eats habits, no designer clothes for the club, and no flexing. Third thing, I lived below my means even when it hurt. When I started my HVAC apprenticeship, I made barely anything, but instead of increasing my lifestyle when I got raises, I kept living like I was broke. Every extra dollar went straight into investments, not because it was fun, but because every time I checked my bank account, I remembered the anxiety of starting with nothing. And the fourth thing, I stayed home a lot, probably more than I should have. I mean a lot, not because I hated people, but because I was focused on building something for my future. This sounds boring, and it was, but boring is what works. Here's the part that might surprise you. Throughout my early 20s, my income wasn't impressive at all. I wasn't making 80K, 90K, 150K like some of these online finance gurus. I was making apprentice wages, real blue collar work, hands dirty, long days, seasonal stress. There were months where I'd finish paying my bills and I have $100 left for everything else. And I won't lie, sometimes it made me question whether any of this was worth it, but because my income was low, my discipline had to be higher. This is the part nobody tells you when you're forced to live frugally. You build financial muscles most people never develop, and that discipline became my superpower. Around 20 or 21, I became obsessed with the idea of investing, not day trading, not YOLO options, not chasing hype, but long-term investing, buying shares of real companies, holding them through pain, letting compounding do the work. At first, I barely invested anything, right? I was doing 50 bucks one week, 100 another, sometimes less, but I kept going. And here's what blew my mind. After a year of slow, painful deposits, nothing crazy, I checked my account and I realized it had grown way more than I expected. Not from timing the market, not from being a genius, but simply because I stuck to it longer than most people. That's when something clicked. I realized I could turn my entire 20s into one long investment window, and that changed everything. So let's talk about my portfolio, what actually looks like now today. As of today, my investment account sits at 329,000 and some change. My total P&L is about 200,000, which is still feels insane to say out loud. And here's how it's broken down. We got Tesla, about 100K. NVIDIA, about 100K. TD, about 30K. VFV, 16K. I got Google call right now. Got Meta. I got Microsoft shares. I got a Microsoft call, TSM call, Apple. I didn't build this overnight. I didn't build it with high salary. I didn't build it with luck. I built it with 5 years of extreme consistency. Honestly, though, it was more like 7, 8. I started around 17 and was heavy into options gambling. But that changed up real quick. People see the numbers now and they think it must have been easy. But what they don't see are the sacrifices. I missed out on a lot. Birthday dinners, vacations, weekend plans, upgrades everyone else was enjoying. I drove the same old car longer than I wanted. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. I lived with less freedom than most people my age. When you only have $100 left over each month, you learn quickly how to prioritize. And honestly, it got lonely sometimes, but I told myself something important. Temporary loneliness is better than permanent financial stress, and that belief carried me through the hardest parts of my life. Here's the thing nobody teaches you in school. Compounding is slow until it isn't. For years, my portfolio grew painfully slow, 200 a month, 300 a month. Sometimes it went down, sometimes it stayed flat, but then it started accelerating. Not because I earned more money, but this time finally started doing its job. Every deposit I made at 20 is now worth more at 25. Every contribution I made when I was broke is now quietly compounding behind the scenes. This is why being frugal in your 20s is so powerful. You're not sacrificing for nothing, you're front loading your entire financial life. If you're watching this video, especially if you're in your early 20s, here's the part you need to hear. First thing, you don't need a high income, but you do need discipline. Number two, your friends will spend more than you. Let them. You're building a foundation they won't understand until later. Third thing, you have to sacrifice comfort for now to buy freedom later. Fourth thing, your 20s are the only time in your life where compounding is tilted in your favor. If you waste that window, you do not get it back. And the fifth final thing, frugality isn't about depriving yourself. It's about choosing long-term peace over short-term pleasure. If you can commit to this mindset, your 30s will look completely different from everyone else around you. I didn't make this video to brag. I'm not claiming to be rich. I'm not claiming to have everything figured out. I'm sharing this because I wish someone told me this at 18. I wish someone explained that you don't need to be special. You just need to be consistent. If a regular dude like me with an apprenticeship income and a bunch of fear about the future can build a 6-figure portfolio by 25, then you absolutely can too. If you did find value from this video, consider dropping a really helps the channel and lets me know these videos are helping people. And if you want to join a community of people grinding, learning and investing, getting better, my Discord link is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you're still watching, thank you for your time. I really do appreciate you. PapiCamValorant, PapiCamTalks on all socials. Check my TikToks out too. I got like some crazy HVAC stuff, you know, what I do at work, blue collar, if you guys were interested. Make sure you guys check that out. And have an amazing rest of your day. Stay sexy, stay positive, and I'm out. Peace.